my first little live yoga class. I'm super excited. Who the fuck knows who's going to join this, but hey, I don't care. I'm just happy to be here and offer some yoga that might be accessible or fun for people who have tried it or have not tried yoga. So the cool thing about this class or the yoga that I try and teach is I try and really make sure it's accessible and beginner friendly to everybody, or at least as beginner friendly as we can. It just brings a little bit more like comfort and accessibility for people, and that's how I got into yoga. So to be able to kind of like lead that is pretty cool. So this class probably won't be more than like 20 minutes. The only thing I'm going to have you bring is like a yoga strap. Now, if you don't have like a yoga strap, you know, people use Pilates bands. If you don't have that either, which is totally fine, a towel works, a jacket, t-shirt, blanket, any of those things work as long as you have some length. And I'm really just using this to kind of bring a little bit of extra comfort, accessibility, and a deeper stretch in some of the poses that we do. You don't need this to practice. I just like bringing props because it makes my time with yoga a lot more fun and a lot more inviting. So with that being said, if you need to go and grab something to the likeness of a strap, be my guest, grab it. The beautiful thing about this class is it's all low to the ground and we're all going to be on our backs basically the whole time. And I know some of you bitches love that. So, me included. So we're going to start on our back. Getting comfortable. Just bringing that strap to your side right here. And I like to start by just bending the knees. So bringing my feet onto the mat here. Just taking stock in my body for a second. Welcome to yoga. Taking a moment. So this first thing that we're going to do is called dead bug. And basically we're moving the limbs, okay? And I know it may seem silly and weird and awkward, but I want you to just take a step back. Don't worry about aesthetics. Don't worry about what you look like. Don't worry about any judgmental thoughts from yourself especially. And just kind of bring your childlike wonder to this moment. So we're all going to lift our legs and our hands all up to the sky here. So maybe adjusting the shoulders so that your back feels as flat as it can be. And we're all just going to start shaking our limbs. So I know it feels silly and weird, but this is just such a great way to release stagnant energy and get rid of any kind of tension, especially if you're just waking up and the morning's starting. Sometimes we're sore and tired from sleeping, and so it's nice to just kind of move and shake things and get rid of anything that really doesn't serve us. So taking a breath here, inhaling in and exhaling out, releasing through the mouth. One more deep inhale in. Good. Exhaling out. We gently bring those feet down to the mat, and you can just bring your hands to the side. You can take them and let them sit on your belly, whatever feels good. We're going to widen our feet out just a little bit, but they're still planted into that mat. And we're just going to do some gentle windshield wipers. So bringing the knees in and out, opening those hips up. Finding our breath here, just taking stock in how we feel, right? There's no right or wrong. Just kind of noticing how our body is feeling. Good. One more breath in and exhaling out. Good. All right, grabbing that strap or that prop, we're going to come into a little hamstring stretch. So you're going to bring that strap or prop and you're just going to lift that right leg up and you're going to wrap that strap around the foot. So here, sometimes it's natural for our elbows to kind of come out, but I want you to think about bringing elbows in. If you're not using a strap, you're just kind of grabbing behind the leg. So maybe we're reaching the hamstring or the back of the leg, or maybe you can come and bring your foot. Whatever feels good. That's why I like this strap, because I'm not necessarily overworking. I'm able to just kind of let my body be where it's at, and I can still find a good stretch in the hamstring. So some people, you need to bring a slight bend to that knee. And I would say if you're a hypermobile person, creating a bend is really safe. It's what's best for the joints. And so we just always want to kind of bring safety to each posture. So taking a moment here, really feeling that stretch. You'll notice the more you kind of stretch, the more you can kind of straighten up that leg and have a deeper hamstring stretch. But there's no right or wrong. If you never get there, it's not bad. Taking a few moments here, inhaling in and exhaling out. Good. We're going to gently bring that foot and move it all the way over towards the right. So we're really creating open space in the front of the hip, the inner thigh, pelvis. And I don't want you crashing into that leg. So I want you to keep that right leg firmly planted into the mat so that you can kind of just open that right leg up. Now if it feels good, you can extend that left leg, but I personally like to just keep it bent. It just gives me a little bit more support. Taking a deep inhale in. I want you to think about bringing your breath to that inner thigh. And exhaling out. Good. We're going to bring that leg all the way back to the midline, and then we're going to move it all the way over to the left. So now we're kind of feeling a deep stretch in that hip, that outer hip, that IT band. Taking a moment here with our breath, inhaling in, thinking about bringing breath to the outer hip this time. Good. We're going to come right back through to the middle, coming into that hamstring stretch one more time. Maybe we straighten that leg a little bit more this time. Good. Now we're all going to kind of bend that right knee towards the right shoulder, and you can either just hold onto the strap that you have, or you can grab a hold of the foot, coming into a little half happy baby. Again, if it feels good to you, you can extend that left leg, but I like to keep it bent so that I have a little bit more stability. Inhaling in and exhaling out. Good. All right, dropping that leg down, we're going to go on the opposite side. So we're going to take that left leg up, bringing that strap or that prop around that foot. And again, bringing our elbows into the midline and taking a deep stretch with the hamstring. Bending the knee if that feels better. Inhaling in, exhaling out. Good. Coming out towards the left, so opening the inner thigh here. Again, not folding over, keeping that right leg firmly planted into the mat. And don't overextend, just kind of going with what feels good. Anytime that we lose our breath, we're going too far, we're pushing too much. We want to always find our breath in each posture. Taking a final inhale in right here. Exhaling out, we come back through to the middle, and we move over towards that right side. So opening up the IT band, inhaling in, and exhaling out, coming back through to the middle. Again, one last little hamstring stretch here. Maybe we extend it a little bit more. And exhale out. Bending that left knee towards the left shoulder, coming into half happy baby. Again, either just holding onto our strap or placing our hand on bottom of the foot. Finding our breath. Our hips are really gonna love this. One more final breath in. And exhaling out. Good. Releasing that strap, you can put it towards the side, off the mat. And we're gonna come back into those windshield wipers. So maybe moving our feet a little bit wider and moving into windshield wipers. Finding our breath here. One more time through. And exhaling out. Good. We're all going to move our bodies towards the left side of the mat. So our upper body, our pelvis, and our legs are all moved towards the left side of the mat here. So as we're moving into this next pose, I want you to think about rooting your pelvis into the mat on the left side. And we're just going to bring our legs over to the right side of the mat. Now this might already start feeling a little weird or feeling a little unstable. So you can bend that right knee into the mat so you can move that leg a little bit closer towards the right side. It just gives the leg area a little bit more stability. And then we're going to bring our upper body over to the right side of the mat as well. So we're coming into like a crescent shape or like a little banana. And here with your breath, you're going to find a big side stretch. Really opening the ribs, the side body. And with our breath, I want you to expand the belly. And feel it move back into the spine. Just taking a moment here with another final big breath. And exhaling out. Good. Unraveling gracefully. We're going to do that on the other side. So we're going to move our full body over to the right side of the mat. Again, thinking about rooting your pelvis down into the mat on the right side. We're going to move our legs to the left side of the mat. Again, you can flex that knee, that left knee, and place that left foot into the mat for a little bit more stability. And then you're going to move your upper body all the way over towards the left. Maybe bringing the hands together over the head, feeling that deep side stretch on the right side this time. And again, you might be like, oh my God, am I doing this right? I have no idea. That's totally okay. At this point, I just want you to ask, does this feel good? Do I feel like I'm getting a good side stretch in my body? If I feel any pinching or any pain, release that movement a little bit and allow yourself to slowly go back into it and see if that feels better. Taking one more deep inhale in, really stretching that side body, and exhaling out. Good. Unraveling that and coming back to the middle of the mat. We're going to bring our hips over onto the right side. So we're going to land on the right side of our hip. And we're just going to extend that right leg out. And we're going to bring that left knee all the way over towards the right side, coming into a spinal twist. You can bring that left arm out and look over towards your left shoulder for a little bit of extra stretch here. Or you can use your hands to kind of massage the ribs, creating some space in the upper body. Inhaling in, exhaling out. One more deep belly breath in, and exhaling out. Slowly unraveling And we're going to kind of get up onto the left hip this time, extending that left leg and moving that right knee all the way over towards the left side. Opening that right arm up, looking over the right shoulder, coming into a spinal twist on the other side. Finding your breath, inhaling in and exhaling out. Again, maybe massaging the ribs here. One more deep breath in and exhaling out. Good. Unraveling all the way. We're going to do another round of windshield wipers, so maybe moving our feet in a wider stance and just dropping the knees in and out. Inhaling in and exhaling out. Good. Coming to stillness. We're all going to extend our legs out and coming into our final pose of Shavasana. So I want you to bring those shoulder blades together, so we're really lifting the chest up. We have space in the front of the neck here. Arms are out, palms are open to receive whatever energy we want to bring through the rest of the day. Letting this little practice soak into our nervous system, our muscles, being proud of our bodies for showing up, proud of ourselves for maybe trying something new. Honestly, just proud of yourself for spending a little time on your Sunday with something that you probably would rather be doing something else. But after kind of sitting with ourselves in this moment, how good we might feel and how good it is to show up for ourselves. The world is crazy and there's so much shit that we don't have control over, but we do have control over our breath. We have control over regulating our own nervous system. And yoga is a really great tool for that. Giving gratitude for this moment, we're going to end together with a final breath in, bringing our hands to our third eye, which is the point right between your eyebrows. Taking a final inhale in and exhaling out. Namaste. You can slowly roll up, take your time, no rush. All I ask is, but I look fucking crazy with my hair right now. All I ask is be sure to drink lots of water today. You just tend to get a little dehydrated with any kind of movement in our bodies. Take time to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I hope you enjoy this Sunday. Thanks for joining. Love you.